From News 19, I'm meteorologist Daniel Bonds. Typically, you don't think about pollen this time of year, but it's an issue for some of us. Ragweed and grasses in this medium to high range. Today, tomorrow, it may get a little bit higher, it looks like, on Wednesday as well. But our holiday countdown continues, 12 days officially until the fall equinox. Halloween's 50 days away. Daylight saving ends in 55 days, and Veterans Day is 61 days away. Low temperatures of the past several days have been generally in the upper to middle 60s, low 70s. It was 70 degrees in the capital city on Saturday. Saturday, we did manage to make it up to 83 degrees at the airport, and then 83 degrees on Sunday as well. We did have some rain Saturday and Sunday. There may be a small chance for a pop-up shower or thunderstorm later today. Our record for today is 98. That was set back in 1915. Record low 46 at 1956. And 2017, over 3 inches of rain. Here are weather headlines that we're following. We do expect partly cloudy skies. Can't totally rule out a pop-up shower or thunderstorm today. Some storms Tuesday, Wednesday as a cold front approaches the area, and it's going to be cooler and dry on Thursday. Some very pleasant weather on the way, it looks like, towards the end of the work week. But pretty quiet today, that stationary boundary kind of hanging out. But you'll notice as we get to the afternoon and evening hours, we can't totally rule out that small chance for an isolated shower or thunderstorm. As we look ahead towards Tuesday, I think there will be a better chance for some rain. Could have a little bit of fog early in the day. And as we get to the afternoon and evening hours, a couple of showers and thunderstorms. I will say typically once we lose the daytime heating, those chances for rain will decrease, but you'll notice this forecast model continues to have at least a chance for some showers in the northern half of the Midlands very late Tuesday and early Wednesday. As we look ahead towards Wednesday afternoon, partly cloudy skies. Again, there'll be that opportunity for some showers and storms as this cold front moves through, and some lingering rain. It looks like very late Wednesday into early parts of Thursday, but once that cold front moves on through, that drier air will be spilling in, and you'll notice those dew points certainly going to make a difference as the drier air spills in. You're talking about dew points possibly in the lower to middle 50s Friday and Saturday. So it's going to feel pretty good, especially as we get into the end of the work week and into the weekend. Today, we'll say upper 80s to maybe near 90s for some of us. Upper 80s to near 90 once again tomorrow. A few showers and storms. Chance for rain on Wednesday with highs in the mid 80s. We'll go to low 80s Thursday and Friday. Probably low to mid 80s over the weekend. You'll notice those lows Friday morning, mid to upper 50s, maybe mid 50s on Saturday. So some pleasant weather on the way. Here's the coastal forecast. Chance for showers and storms on Wednesday. Maybe a small chance for rain early in the day on Thursday. But then Friday, Saturday, Sunday looking good. Highs in the upper 70s to near 80 degrees. Upstate forecast. A chance for showers and storms Wednesday. And then it's basically dry Thursday, Friday. Look at those temperatures, upper 70s to near 80 degrees. So looking pretty good. And as we kind of look ahead, we do expect warmer than normal conditions for at least parts of South Carolina in our 8 to 14 day temperature outlook. So this would include September 8th through September 24th. Here are all the tracks so far for the 2023 Atlantic hurricane season. It has been a busy season so far. We've had 14 storms, 4 hurricanes, 3 major hurricanes. On average, through September the 11th, we would expect 8 named storms, 3 hurricanes, 1 major hurricane. And there's the August forecast for the amount of storms that NOAA expects. 14 to 21, 6 to 11 hurricanes, and 2 to 5 major hurricanes. Hurricane Lee, still a major hurricane with winds of 120 miles per hour with gusts up to 150, moving towards the northwest at 7 miles per hour. Here's the forecast. Do expect it to stay basically on this track over the next couple of days and then turn more towards the north. It will weaken as it's going to be kind of over some slightly cooler water conditions. So expectation is for it to get a little bit stronger. It looks like possibly as early as tomorrow and then weaken a little bit. Here are the spaghetti models over the next 7 days, and you'll notice pretty good consensus here, but then they spread out a little bit. But I will say parts of the northeast certainly need to watch this storm very closely. Here are the tropical storm force wind forecasts. And you can see here for Hurricane Lee, and no doubt tropical storm force winds are going to be impacting possibly Bermuda, and they are going to be pretty big at that point as the storm continues to get a little bit wider. At least those winds continue to get a little bit wider. Hurricane force winds continue to move generally towards the northeast part of the United States. For us here across the southeast, you're talking about increased rip current risk. But the European model showing this thing moving towards the northeast again. Can't totally rule that out, but something we'll continue to monitor. And this is the American model showing kind of that same forecast, but it brings it a little bit farther towards the west. Talking about maybe even over towards parts of Massachusetts, maybe even Connecticut, but the Northeast certainly has to watch this one very closely. Here are the forecast comparisons. This is the European and the American model overlaid on top of each other, and you can kind of see that same agreement moving this towards the northeast. So again, this is a storm we'll continue to monitor over the next few days. Tropical storm Margot out there, the T is silent. I know it's a little bit odd, but the T is silent on this one, and it's going to continue to gain a little bit of strength, possibly becoming our next hurricane. Not expect to really gain much in the way of strength, but possibly our next hurricane. Watching this area, Hurricane Center gives it a 10% chance, low chance for that to develop. And also, you notice that wave coming off the West African coast, they give that a 50% chance of further development. So far, though, we've had those 14 storms out there lead the major hurricane, Margot, possibly becoming our next hurricane. And you can see that list of names. We'll continue to track the tropics because it is a very long season. Hurricane season officially ends November 30th.